Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician here, working on a 2000 Nissan Maxima. Now, the original complaint is that the knock sensor is bad and it's got a knock sensor code. Also, I was told that the TCS, the traction control light and the slip light comes on and that it had a service engine light on. So I'm basically going through and diagnosing the whole engine. Now, I don't know if you can hear it from inside here, but the engine is idling pretty rough. Even though it's not registering on the RPMs, it's blah, 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 blah. I also noticed that while driving it'll shudder to a stop, and it'll shudder to take off as well. Now, I kind of highly suspected that this vehicle has a misfire on it. It's not firing on all cylinders. And if you watch my previous Nissan videos about the 3.0, you'll know that the timing tensioner likes to go out on it and cause timing issues with the timing chain and cause misfires and whatnot. But I'm not going to call it that right off the bat, okay? It could be a bad coil on cylinder 6 and all that other stuff. So I'm actually on location here at the O'Reilly's that I like to do business with. These guys know me very well, and I'm using a more in-depth computer so I can look at some stuff. So we're going to go in here to vehicle diagnostics. And we're going to see, I actually have it already in here. Alright, it wants me to turn the key off for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn the key on. Press enter. Do 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 do. Just playing, just hurrying up and waiting is what I call this. All right, here we go. Well, shoot, while we're waiting, say hi to Ruby. Hey, Ruby. How's it going? Ruby is my service dog. She goes everywhere. If you watch some of my other videos, you do know that I was once diagnosed with PTSD. She's actually a PTSD service dog. She's pretty awesome. She does good. All right, so IM monitors tests are complete. Here we go. Reading codes from engine module. Again, another waiting game. All right, there we go. ECM 3, OBD2 codes 4. Let's see. All right, initial signal primary. That's going to be, I believe, a generic code. All right, so we've got that one. Alright, so we've got a P0306. Now, that's a specific cylinder 6 misfire detected. So I'll need to go in and figure out why cylinder 6 is misfiring. Could be a bad fuel injector. Could be a bad coil. Could be because the timing's bad on it. Could be any reason for that one. Initial signal primary. I'll need to go further. So that's what I got there. Let's go back. Let's see what we have in the engine. Knock sensor circuit. So there's our knock sensor circuit. There's our cylinder 6 misfire. And that's all I got there. Okay, so that means that the circuit, the voltage is the circuit's either open, the voltage is too high, the voltage is too low. Let's see. Replace NOx sensor, replace oxygen sensor, clean exhaust gas, blah, 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 blah. All right, so that's a good one. Let's go in and look at the oxygen sensor. Now, how am I going to do that? I'm going to go back. We're going to go up to data stream. We're going to go to view data. Now I'm going to start the car. Alright, let's look at the entire data list. Okay, so now I'm looking at live data of what some of these sensors are doing. And I want to find my O2 sensors. I want to look at my O2 sensors. I want to see if they're dead. Alright, here's O2. Here's O2 sensor 2. O2 sensor 2. Bank 1, I believe. O2 sensor 2, bank 2. Okay, so let's go in and let's look at this one. So you see how that number is not changing first? Let's give it some gas and see what these numbers do. $750 did not change. Well, barely. So let's go in here and let's look at this one. Okay, so if you see that line, you see how that line is straight across? Let's see if we can get it to wiggle. There we go. There we go. That's what happens. Okay, there we go. Now the O2 sensor is working, and now it's not. Okay, so if the O2 sensor was properly working, you wouldn't see these dead spots. They'd be, this O2 sensor should be woo, and it shouldn't be dead. See if we can find one that is working. There you go. So that is what a proper O2 sensor looks like when it's working, okay? Alright, so you see that? That's a proper O2 sensor working. Let's go back and let's look at our one. It's working now. Look at that. Nope. O2 sensors are funny. Alright, so let's go back now. Let's go back to diagnostic codes. I want to look at the freeze frame data. And with the freeze frame data, it tells me what code tripped all this up. That's the hard code that the computer stored. And it's sure enough, it's the cylinder 6 misfire. Alright, so that cylinder 6 misfire is gonna, I'm telling you, is gonna be the, see, RPMs. Cylinder 6 misfire happened when the vehicle was running 22 miles per hour at 1400 RPMs. Okay, so that's the hard code that's stored. And cylinder 6 misfire is going to be the root of all this. And so we need to figure out why cylinder 6 is misfiring and go ahead and repair from there. We also need to go ahead and figure out the transmission slip and the TCS. So I'm going to go ahead and start looking into cylinder 6 misfire. Oops. Wrong button there. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. There you go. So we got a cylinder 6 misfire, an initial signal, replace ignition coils, replace coils, repair engine wiring harness, spark plugs, replace mass airflow. Again, cylinder 6 is misfiring. This car is not running on all cylinders, and it's misfiring. That can cause all kinds of problems with the transmission and cause all other kinds of codes. So I say that's where I start. That's where I'm going to go with it. Thank you, everybody, for watching this diagnosis. I'm going to go ahead and get this car back now and get to work on it and see what I can do. Thank you for supporting me and watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to get a hold of me. I'm pretty good at getting back to everybody within a few days. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, and Ruby, signing off.